Lemmenjoki is one of the most famous rivers in Finland. It rose to fame at the beginning of the 20th century, not because of its natural beauty, but due to a spectacular discovery of gold. Since then, the magnificent splendour of the vegetation, as well as the natural wilderness, have become the real treasures of this fascinating region. The most practical and comfortable way to enjoy a guided tour in the Lemmenjoki National Park is by boat. Covering a total area of 2,855 square kilometres, this nature reserve, situated in the extreme north of Lapland, is the largest national park in Europe. Due to the long distances that must be covered, boats often travel at high speed on the Lemmenjoki. The river's valley forms the centre of the otherwise mostly undeveloped sections of the park. As opposed to the huge wilderness regions, this section of the national park is quite small. However, it contains some well-marked pathways that lead to the most popular sites. Only a short walk from the river, and water soon becomes the main focal point. The multi-stepped Kongas Waterfalls are one of the park's most beautiful and most popular attractions. In some sections, the water is tranquil, but this can be deceptive, as in only a few meters it is transformed into a raging torrent. Even though these waterfalls are the main attraction of the Lemmenjoki National Park, they are not the subject of mass tourism. It's remarkably easy to find a quiet, isolated and idyllic spot within the dense forests, in which one can enjoy the peaceful beauty of the surrounding vegetation. In addition, those who come can readily become familiar with Lapland's fauna, particularly its most famous representatives. Large pine forests flank the riverbanks of the Lemmenjoki and determine the scenery of this region. Firs and birches are also to be found within this northern latitude. In addition to the almost endless forests, treeless fjaells, rivers and several swampy plateaus add further interest to the unusual scenery. The Apamur are by no means untypical of subarctic zones such as the Lemmenjoki area. The swamps that are usually surrounded by rivers and streams are a vital habitat for several typical Scandinavian animals, such as the elk. Due to an impressive shoulder height of up to 2.3 meters, the elk is the largest and most striking animal in Lapland. The country's flora has, for many years, also acted as a magnet for both tourists and scientists alike. Indeed, in 1732, the famous botanist Carl von Linne travelled here to collect plants. One of the most unusual and inconspicuous life forms that lives within the forests that surround the Lemmenjoki River is the grey lichen that clings to the region's rocks and boulders. Unlike normal plants, lichen forms a symbiotic relationship between two types of growth. Lichen consists of fungi and algae, which together form a community. For many centuries, if not for thousands of years, the area covered by today's Lemmenjoki National Park was once one of the traditional hunting grounds of the Sami. During the gold rush, serious conflicts of interest arose between the gold prospectors and Scandinavia's indigenous Sami people. However, these were later fully resolved. The founding of the national park in 1956 played an important role in the peacemaking process. The park was not only created to protect Lapland's animal and plant worlds, it was founded to protect the interests of the Sami people and their age-old culture and traditions. The huge forests along the river valleys, as here at Nyrjölahti, have been inhabited since prehistoric times and are still home to a small community of nature-loving individuals. Apart from tourism, the life of Nyrjölahti village is based upon the traditional breeding of reindeer, just as it was at the beginning of the 20th century. Little remains today of the former gold rush that once took place in the Lemmenjoki region. Since that time, the true value of this scenery has been fully recognized. Pure, unadulterated wilderness.